Women, where we are all about helping women embrace and grow in your God-given Christ-centered identity. Now, we have a brand new topic, y'all. And if you're like me, like you're going to be familiar with this topic, but the question is, how well do you actually implement it, daughter? Okay, because this one is personal for me, y'all. So we're going to talk about rest, which again, I'm sure you've heard of it, but truly, how well do we prioritize this, right? Because we're all human. You're only human, so sometimes it's like you're going here, you're doing this, you're doing that, and rest just gets left on the back burner. But baby, I had a recent experience that I'm going to share that really caused me to pivot for the rest of this year and to look at rest totally different. So let me tell y'all. So back in September, between September to October, my husband and I, we had probably about 5 to 6 weeks of just like consistent travel and stuff back to back to back. We went on a camping trip. We had our anniversary. We went out of town for that. My school had homecoming. We participated in that. I went out of town on a trip with my goddaughters. We went to Colorado. Like, y'all, it was just a lot of stuff happening, okay? Now, we both own and operate, full-time businesses. So, of course, it gives us time, freedom, and flexibility, which is a blessing. It's a benefit. And also, too, like, you gotta work to make money, right? To grow your business. So, being back from those trips, the thought is, especially for me as a counselor, okay, let me, make sure I get back on my appointment so that, we can continue to have our income flow and grow. So we return back from our camping trip. It's like late on a Sunday night because we stopped at my parents' house. Some friends stopped by. So we literally get home, y'all. It's probably like after midnight or so. And on Monday, I thought I was good to go, y'all. Okay, so Monday, I usually block my mornings out so that really, I don't see anybody before 12 noon. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm good. I got like five or six appointments. I'm good. Y'all, I was at client number 2, and honey, I realized, oh my God, I am not listening. Okay. Now again, y'all, this is not good because I am a professional counselor. People come to me for me to listen, for me to help them process all the things. But I knew 2 appointments in, oh my gosh, I'm tired, right? Again, y'all, we have been out traveling. And as a matter of fact, like again, this was a Monday and I was leaving back out to go on another trip on Wednesday, okay? So I'm like, okay, I gotta stack these clients up, you know what I mean? So I powered through the rest of the day. But when I tell you I was miserable, I was miserable. Now, one thing, y'all, that I'm learning and I'm working on is that when I'm feeling like tired, like my mood, sisters, it just goes topsy-turvy, all right? And usually, like, I'm not a super emotional person in terms of, I can kind of steward like how I feel. I can name it. I can work through it. But when sis is tired, that's not happening. So I get whiny like a baby. And unfortunately, ladies, sometimes I take that out on my husband. So now, okay, I powered through my day. I am irritable. I'm irritated. And now we're into Tuesday. And so when Tuesday comes, like y'all, we got into some argument. I don't even remember what it was about, but I am sure that I started it because I was frustrated and I just ended up breaking down. So I had to clear and reset my whole schedule and my whole day. Like, as a matter of fact, I was supposed to have like another like engagement that evening, but I canceled everything. Now, mind you, I don't like doing that, ladies, okay? Like, I'm a pretty timely person. I make it an effort to stick to my word, et cetera, et cetera. So, canceling my appointments on my book, that was not something, like, in my favor that I just wanted to do. But I had to, y'all. I had to. It was just like, girl. Like, you know how the Snickers commercial says, you are not yourself when you're hungry? Baby, I was not myself without rest. So it was after that experience, I said, okay, Nia, never again. Yes, you know, you need money. Yes, you need to be a good steward over your time and managing your family and what God has given you. But most importantly, honey, you have to rest. You are not yourself without rest. Like in everything you do, rest has to be a part of this equation because just going, and going like the Energizer Bunny, that's not working anymore, honey. Okay. And so, really, friend, this is the journey that I want for y'all to join me on. I want you to join me in the next few videos as I talk about just strategies that I am implementing and doing daily in real time that's helping me to rest, ladies. Again, I know we know it here, but do we know it here and are we actually doing it? So I want to encourage you to join me in a journey of resting, and I will talk to you soon.